Danielle and Adam Busby's truth about marital conflict. OutDaughtered stars Danielle and Adam Busby showed their marital struggle in season 10. Now that Blayke Busby is a teenager and their quints are 9, some cracks in the marriage have become very apparent. They are opening up about the truth of the conflict in their marriage. While OutDaughtered stars Danielle and Adam Busby have allowed TLC to show their marital conflict on the show, now they are giving more details on their podcast, More Than Reality. In many ways, they adore sharing their story on reality TV, but it always has edits that keep drama flowing. Now, they are giving fans more information on their podcast to offer some clarity. Both feel called to tell their story and want to offer multiple platforms to give them the voice they desire. Undoubtedly, their marriage isn't perfect, but they continually work to get closer. During their podcast, they show their heart and faith in regards to their marriage. They offered a Q&A session to cover some topics that fans wanted to hear more about. OutDaughtered stars Danielle and Adam Busby believe that keeping God in their marriage is the best move anyone can make. Although it hasn't been easy for them, they know having an anchor to fall back on will carry them through any trial or feud. In many ways, they have to step back and admit they are on the same team. While having God at the center is their priority, they also encourage people to surround themselves with a support system to fight for their marriage. Having people to hold them accountable, give a sounding board, or give perspective is imperative. They acknowledge how important it is to compromise with their parenting styles to be on the same page. At the end of the day, they set themselves aside to do what is best for them as a team. On Instagram, Danielle and Adam Busby opened up about problems in their marriage. While some of the hype of their marriage rift is propelled by OutDaughtered and the media, they say oftentimes it is sarcasm that gets misconstrued. They captioned, "As husband and wife, this is how we deal with conflict." New Q&A episode of More Than Reality launches at noon Central today. In the video clip, Danielle starts by acknowledging, "You're going to fail me and I'm going to fail you." Then, Adam responds, "Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're human. I mean, man, woman, like we're selfish people. And honestly, we have a faith. So for us, there is a spiritual world. There is spiritual warfare going on. We call it the devil. The enemy wants nothing more than to rip a marriage apart and to see you fail." He continues, "We go into any disagreement or argument, and sometimes it's hard in the moment when you are just mad about something, but you have to acknowledge that, okay, this isn't me versus Danielle right now. You need to approach it as it's us against whatever's going on, whatever this problem is, and realize your marriage, your relationship right now is under attack. We need to fight it together." After OutDaughtered stars Danielle and Adam Busby discussed what was happening under the surface of their arguments, several people commented in response, "I love you guys. Keep bringing it to the table. More couples need this today. The enemy wants to break down the family, especially Christian families. Covering couples like you in my prayers." Yes, so true. Well said. Listening to the newest podcast now. Danielle, you are such a strong and an amazing parent, and thank you for sharing about Mimi even though it was so difficult. I had the burning question about Mimi, and I really appreciate you sharing it in today's episode. Pihu Adam, you're an amazing parent too. Adam and Danielle Busby wanted to share more of their personal lives with fans. They launched the More Than Reality podcast to help people get to know more about their struggles and things that the cameras don't always catch. In a new episode of the podcast, Danielle opened up about her absent father. Read on to see what she had to say. TLC star Danielle Busby wants to be the best parent possible for her girls. She knows what an absent parent looks like and wants to shield her girls from that any way that she possibly can. And that's why Danielle bravely opened up about her childhood trauma on the podcast. In this heartfelt episode of More Than Reality, Danielle reflects on her father's absence and the complexities of that relationship, the podcast's Instagram page posted. She shares how navigating these emotions shaped her journey and her identity. It's a powerful reminder that our stories, even the painful parts, are essential to who we are. Tune in for an authentic and unfiltered conversation that highlights resilience and self-discovery. They attached a snippet of the episode, showing what fans can expect. Because in all honesty, he's never been a part of my life, and I don't feel like he's ever deserved the right for me to talk about him and to give him a sense of. This sounds really bad because I am a Christian, and I know the rules and the values and all that, but he was not a dad to me. Danielle emotionally shares in the clip, and he was this man that abandoned us in a sense, right? Is that okay to say? And so I just never wanted to cross that line of publicly talking about it on the TV show, she continues. Because I knew in that rim, it was just going to be different forms of attention. In this form of me talking about it, I am verbally talking about it, and nobody edits this right here. So I never wanted it to be something I couldn't control in a sense, because it is a part of my story. It is my story. It's the very beginning of my story. Even though it was an incredibly difficult subject, fans praised Danielle for speaking up. Comments included, "So many of us have gone through the same thing. They do not deserve airtime at all. We love you, D. Thank you for sharing. I have sensed there is more to your story. I really respect you handling it with care. You make total sense. It's your story to tell, how much or little. Love watching you guys. Thanks for sharing your story and for being so vulnerable." What did you think about Danielle Busby's brave choice to open up about her father? Be sure to add your own thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Be sure to keep following TV shows Ace online to keep up with the Busbys. Check back soon and see what Adam, Danielle, and the girls are up to next. Over the years, the OutDaughtered fanbase has gotten very familiar to Adam and Danielle Busby and their 6 kids. Over the years, their dynamics have constantly changed, but one thing that fans know for sure is that the Quints have the coolest, most thoughtful parents. While Adam and Danielle have experienced some hardships, they never deviated from looking after their daughters. However, a new post really upset the viewers. It had Adam talking about some mishap. Apparently, a social media platform banned him due to abuse against minor allegations. The clip was of Adam and the Quints. Everyone is curious whether Adam really do such a grave thing or not. Well, he finally decided to fess it all up in a new video. What happened? Adam Busby has a large social media presence. So, when OutDaughtered is not airing on TV, he and his wife, Danielle, often post glimpses of their baby girls on Instagram. As public figures, they have also had to deal with lots of unnecessary criticism and trolling. While Danielle chooses to ignore all the mean comments, Adam has the tendency to give it back. There have been many times Adam has commented on ill comments and emphasized they are the parents, so they know what's best for their daughters. So, it was indeed a surprise when fans had already seen such a fierce side of Daddy Busby, but he was in trouble for uploading a video which featured violence against his daughters. Did he really do such a thing? Over many years, OutDaughtered fans know it must be an overwhelming experience for Adam to be the only man in the house, but he has done a fantastic job raising all the Quints and his teen daughter Blayke. However, there was some trouble in Adam's life over a social media post. He shared a TikTok screenshot of the same. He explained everything in it. It turns out Adam had done an adorable challenge with his Quint daughters. It featured him turning the girls upside down and gently landing them. All of them were laughing and giggling. Hence, it was obvious he didn't cause them any harm. Yet, TikTok found the clip inappropriate and banned Adam for uploading a video which featured abuse against minors. It was obviously an error, and to express his frustration over this misjudgment, Adam shared a clip venting about the same. So, no such thing happened. The star was calling out the unfairness of the restrictions apps have over certain things. Many fans agreed to him and supported what he was saying. They also pointed out the irony in this matter. Meanwhile, Danielle Busby has not reacted to this incident yet. Do you approve of Adam's way of standing against unfair social media restrictions? Tell us how you feel in the comments below.